sociopath at all.
Oh, no.
Bad luck.
Welcome back to the channel, and today we've had a little bit of an overcast and a rainy day, so it kind of threw our plans, what we had planned, out the window. Or should I say, back in the window, as we stayed inside a lot of today.
We did have a day trip planned. Yeah, it's not happened.
It's an outside and a nice day, so we wanted to save it, and instead, we've kind of jumbled up a couple of our plans, and instead we're going to react to a video that's been highly recommended.
A lot of people in the comments have been asking us to react to this guy, in particular, who I don't know anything about at all. I don't know about you.
I know a little bit,
Okay.
but I don't know a lot. I know, like, of the name.
Okay.
So that person, if you've seen the title, if you've seen the thumbnail, that is in fact Chopper. Now I think his name's Chopper Read.
Okay.
Notorious Australian criminal, I think is probably the best way to describe him.
Okay.
If he does have another title, or if, like you said, is he infamous? Is he famous? I don't know. Is he like?
Has he like? What was he a criminal for?
Is he seen as like a criminal of the people, or is he seen like in a good light, a bad light? Let us know in the comments. We're going to watch, I think, what is an interview with Chopper Read from a good few years back. I don't know entirely what year it is, but we're going to check it out and learn a little bit more potentially from a first-hand interview with Chopper Read. You ready?
I don't know if I am. I don't know what to expect, but yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into Chopper.
Mark Brandon Read, also known as Chopper Read, has spent 17 of his 37 years on this, the wrong side of the law. When he was released from jail last year, he wrote a best-selling book and said he was finished with crime. 10 days ago, Chopper...
Are you ever finished with crime when you're a criminal?
I suppose you can be. You can change your ways, and like you said,
Yeah.
and you know, a lot of people, like people who end up getting reformed and then, like, you know, say, you know, I was part of a gang, and you know, I know a lot of them go around schools and do it, so it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the 4:3 ratio, so this is definitely like early 2000s. This is an old clip.
Yeah.
I think Chopper Read, from what I know-ish of him, I know there was a film where Eric Bana played Chopper Read.
Ooh, might have to
yes,
watch that film.
give that a watch.
Let us know in the comments if it's worth watching.
I think it will be. I think, like you said, it's going to be a good film, I'm guessing. But yeah, so I think he might have passed away now. I think so.
Chopper
I'm not too
has?
sure. I think Chopper
right.
has. No, I don't think he is alive anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like you said, I'm going off little bits that I know. I don't know a lot on the guy, but yeah, we'll check out the interview.
Read told me the same thing, face to face.
I'm 37 years old now. I'm an old man. But I do those things.
What's your instant thought? What?
I have seen him on something. Yeah, I've seen something. I don't know what it was. It was just the reaction to seeing him. I was like, oh, I have seen his face before.
I feel like he's kind of, some people would have him like on a shirt maybe, like maybe he's like, do you know, like,
yeah,
certain people when they get like, they're
yeah,
the kind of picture when they get sent down, a lot of people like tend to wear it as like a bit of like, what is it like?
Yeah, I know what you mean, as a bit of, like, what would the word be?
Like pop culture kind of,
Yeah,
like people
okay,
wear
yeah.
it and kind of make like...
Tattoos are interesting, aren't they?
Yeah, very interesting. Like modern tattoos look like that now.
Yeah,
a lot of
that's what
people
I
get
was
modern
thinking,
tattoos in the UK that are kind of just like different types, but yeah.
Things anymore.
Those things he's referring to are a long list of ugly crimes.
From petty rubbish to murder, arson, malicious wounding.
Has he given up a life of crime? Just 4 days after this interview, Mark Brandon Chopper Read was once again arrested and charged, this time with attempted murder. It happened right here in Evandale, the tiny village in Tasmania that Chopper Read...
I was just going to say, where was that? Tasmania.
Tasmania, so was he Tasmanian then? I didn't know that. I didn't know. Did he ever come to like Australia, or was he always in Tasmania?
Good question.
I imagined him being in Australia. Like, I don't know why. I imagined him being like, like...
Well, it is Australia, but...
Well, yeah, but you always imagine like in the outback or something.
Yeah, that's what I
like,
thought.
I kind of imagine him there. I don't
think we
know
know
why.
enough about this guy, do we?
Yeah, but he's interesting. He's an interesting...
went to drink at the Clarendon Hotel.
Just a quick one. That pub looks very British.
It looks very British.
Very British.
That's funny.
Like, I've not seen anything like that in Oz. Maybe these are kind of something that's bygone time, gone now, but Like you said,
or
this
maybe
is...
it is just more down south in general, maybe just
And in
Queensland
Tasmania
or
as well.
where we are on the coast.
Maybe. But like I said, this is early 2000s.
It is alleged Sydney Michael Collins left the hotel with Chopper, and 15 minutes later, Collins was maliciously wounded. Could Chopper have done it? Well, he is one of Australia's most notorious criminals. Chopper then demonstrated the accuracy of his marksmanship.
I'm a very...
Why does he kind of look like my dad? Like, my dad used to have the handlebar moustache back in the day. He kind of reminds me of my dad. Like,
not really personality.
Not personality-wise, and not my dad now, but like back in the day, my dad used to have kind of similar haircut and similar moustache. Maybe his inspiration was Chopper. I might have to ask him. Does he know much about Chopper Reid?
Good shot. Would you like me to show you how good a shot I am?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll get my young assistant, Trent. Grab that bottle. Get over there. This bloke's play by the hour.
Would be his sister, would you?
Once Chopper got started, there was no stopping him.
No. Will you have a go? Show you?
Okay.
Will I show you? All right. Hold it up clear. Hang on, just see if the gun works first. Oh, the gun works nicely.
There was no like flinch or anything. Jeez.
Yep.
I mean, first of all, great aim.
Really
Fantastic
good
aim. Like,
Fantastic.
number two, his assistant, trust him a bit.
Just a little bit, or is he crazy? I don't know.
Like, the assistant didn't even flinch when he went,
No.
oh, he went, tis the
Yeah.
gun, shot the bullet. The assistant didn't even like, whoa, like, nothing.
Mental.
I'm a crack shot.
So how long's it taken you to be a shot like that?
But look,
Oh. For most of my life.
Chopper started a new life in Tasmania.
He's just so chill. He's just like, yeah, he's like kind of like, like Steve Irwin just did his thing.
Yeah.
He's kind of a bit like that.
it's kind of got like the nonchalantness of Steve
I
Irwin.
kind of like, he's kind of likable.
Yeah.
As
As long as you're not holding the bottle, I guess. I mean, that would
It-
scare me.
Did just say he started his new life in Tasmania. So
So we
where
might
was he
have
from?
moved.
Maybe it'll tell us.
Maybe.
Primarily because it has the laxest gun laws in the country. Why does he have so many guns? He claims there are as many as 25 contracts out on his life.
There's two serious ones. The rest are all jokes. Don't worry about them. The contracts that the Italians put out on me, they're just good for a giggle.
But it's not only for reasons of self-protection.
Sorry, I've only
giggle.
just clicked. Where's his ears?
Yeah, no ears, not many teeth.
Is that like fighting? No, it's not like fighting because you get like cauliflower ear. Like his ears look like they've been like
Clawed off.
cut off.
Yeah, they probably
Like
have.
look, like there's no ear. I've only just seen it in that bit. Then sorry, we'll go back. Like look,
Oh, you can't really tell too much on that angle.
you can't
but-
tell there. He's not got the top of his
Well,
ear.
yeah,
Where's
but
the
some
top of his
people's,
ear?
like pinned back a bit, but.
But
yeah.
then
Yeah, I can see more on the second angle.
Put out on me, they're just good for a giggle.
But it's not only for reasons of self-protection that Chopper insists on surrounding himself with so much weaponry.
Because I have a great interest in keeping the rabbit population down. I feel that it's my duty to keep the rabbit population down. I know a lot of human rabbits too.
You can't dislike him for that.
he's kind of got like a
He's
bit of
got-
comedy to him, but like
yeah.
there's like
Yeah,
it's
but
like that seriousness. It's like a
Yeah.
lot of like like gangster films. Like
Yeah.
it takes me back to the scene in what is it? Not Godfather, in Goodfellas.
No, right.
There's
yeah.
like two mobsters are sat there and stuff, and then it starts like by him joke, and he goes like, "Oh, you're funny," and then like he says like, "Why am I funny? Funny like a clown," and then it turns like serious, so like they're all laughing together, and then just you
next
say the
minute
wrong
they just-
thing and
yeah,
it
that's
switches.
just
It's like
switches, yeah.
that's.
Yeah.
But like you said, he's got like the comedy side to him, but
Yeah.
like you said,
you don't
he's-
want to mess with him though.
he's a serious man.
Just like
Like me.
While in Pentridge
Very serious
prison,
man.
Chopper alleges he cut off his own ears in an attempt to be removed from H Division. You don't have ears like Mickey Mouse, that's for sure. Can you tell us what happened to your ears?
You're getting a bit personal there, aren't you? If I shot you in the kneecap, Renee, we're entering Logie territory. Oh, you're the only journalist that ever had a crack at my ears, you cheeky young bugger.
And he was removed from H Division to hospital. Was it to prove a point to a warden?
No, just to prove to get out of H Division. And then everyone else thought there was something to be gained, and they all started cutting off their ears, and a couple of characters cut off their and I bailed out of the gang. When the dicky birds start hitting the pavement, I'm out. That's it, me, I'm gone, finished.
Yet he had no problem cutting off people's toes. This was one of the tortures through which Chopper made money and a name for himself.
I always thought the removal of toes with a bolt cutter was rather humane. As I said to a mate of mine, Linus Patrick Driscoll, who was head of a group called the Toe Cutters in the late 60s and early 70s, I thought that cutting people's toes off with a bolt cutter was rather puffy. I thought it was rather...
So
Rather pussy. It's just basically a... Yeah, it's not even that.
his
that much
argument
of a
was
deal.
that by cutting him off with a bolt cutter, you're being too nice to
Yeah.
him.
Crazy.
You're going to be a bit harsher.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's so PC these days. They're all
Yeah.
cutting off toes
Yeah.
with bolt cutters. Where's the gravitas back in the old days? Crazy, man.
effeminate.
Why is that?
I like the blowtorch, you know? The smell of burning flesh in the air.
He claims he's never tortured or murdered an innocent person. He says there was only one...
There's that joke inside to him, but then he has been convicted so many times that it's like...
Of murder.
Like, but then
and,
again, why is he not in prison? Like,
Yeah,
was it
why
just,
is he just out and about?
back in, like, was it like a little bit more lax?
Yeah,
I
like...
don't know, like, or was it never fully proven?
Well, did she say at the beginning he spent, like, was it something like 17 years of his 40 years or whatever she said? I can't remember what she said.
Oh yeah, true. So maybe he has
So
just
he has
served
served
his
his
time.
time.
Wow.
Which is crazy if he's a murderer and he's basically come out, like, multiple murders and he's... That's crazy. I don't know.
One group he preyed upon.
Scumbags, you know? Basically people I didn't like, drug dealers, heroin dealers, people who had earned their living through the sale of heroin, made a lot of money, killed a lot of people. They had...
This is the argument.
Okay, so
If he's only
he's
killing and
like
being
gang members
bad towards
of
like gang
drugs.
members and other people that are doing the exact same thing, it's like I could maybe see. I don't know whether people do like him, but I could understand if people do like him because
Yeah.
he's not like he's a fully bad guy. But I don't know enough on him.
We're
I'm
not
speaking.
sure.
He could have had
We watched
other
a
stories.
4-minute video, so
Yeah.
you're gonna have to let us know.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tell us some stories that you know.
It's such
And
an
how old
interesting-
would he be
interesting-
now as well? I want to know that. So whether he's alive
Yeah.
or not, I don't think he is. But
I don't think he is. I think I did
Yeah.
read something like you said that he had passed away, but
had no right to the money. I had no money. So bugger them. Why should I stand on the footpath with me in my hand while these oh, I shouldn't say that, should I? While these people drive past
got like
in
that
their
about
Mercedes
it. Like,
coupes and...
let's
Yeah.
not swear. Like I
yeah,
don't know. It's
not when
like,
I'm on TV. Oh, let's
yeah,
not say that.
that's
Like,
crazy. Like
just- he's like so courteous yet so like you
Such a-
said, just so like
crazy.
renegade, like does his own thing.
wearing $20,000 Rolex watches and making a lot of money. Why should I have nothing while all these dagos and wogs and assorted, third world brown types make a fortune out of heroin?
Ever thought of getting a job?
Oh, but no. Perish the thought. No, I have applied for work.
He said a couple of terms then that I don't know what they were.
Yeah.
Like he said some terms, if anybody knows what that means. Like
Yeah.
he did say that last sentence when he was describing people.
Don't know.
I don't know
those
what
people
those
are from.
people. What are
Let
those
us
like?
know.
Is that another name for drug dealers or
Yeah.
like bad people or gang members? I don't know what those terms. Maybe they were gang groups. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know on that what he said.
I've applied for work. Yeah.
So, how would you describe yourself? What is the job or trade you've been doing for the last 10 years? Or
The
more?
garbage disposal. Garbage disposal.
It's Sopranos.
My gosh,
Sopranos.
It actually is, yeah.
Literally what
We
Tony
still need
Soprano.
to finish Sopranos.
Yeah, it's what Tony Soprano
Yeah,
says he
oh
does.
my gosh.
I'm in garbage disposal. I'm in garbage disposal.
A sanitary engineer.
Sanitary. Actually, he says that as well.
Tattoos are only part of the mutilation of Chopper's body.
I got stabbed with a 8.5-inch butcher's knife here.
What for?
Oh, well, you know, this,
So many.
all sorts of things. Twice there, ice picked straight through the heart there. Stanley knife across there. Stanley knife across there. Stanley knife. Stanley knife.
What's mental is the tattoos take away from the scars. Like, you don't even look at the scars first.
Stanley knife here. Bullet hole here. Ice pick here. Stanley knife.
He's even tried to remove some of these tattoos with a blowtorch himself. The blowtorch was also his preferred instrument of torture.
It's reasonably easy. He just takes a flame, a foot, take the shoe off,
Oh my gosh.
give it a tickle. Like me to show you?
I'd prefer it if you explained it.
Ladies and
In his
gentlemen,
heyday in the Melbourne
I
criminal...
was gonna say, like,
You
in
imagine
his
meeting him.
heyday, he was obviously a completely different person. Like, you do see a lot of people, like criminals like this, that like once they have kind of reformed or been to prison, they're like,
Yeah.
they're not old men, but they're older. They're not in it for that
Yeah.
anymore. Like, because he wouldn't. This wouldn't have been his attitude back in the day. I'm sure he was very
Maybe
different.
not. Yeah, it's a good point. That.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Criminal
scary.
underworld, Chopper played Russian roulette with a loaded gun for fun and money. And when I told Chopper I thought he was a sociopath,
I'm not a sociopath at all.
The gall on her though.
What's on his shirt? Noosa something.
Noosa?
Look at his shirt. Go back.
No way. Yeah.
This is Noosa.
But yeah, sorry, she's called him a sociopath.
Yeah.
And then she called his ears, called him Mickey Mouse ears.
She's got some
She's got
guts.
some gall to her to say that.
Is she still alive? Does anyone know?
That's actually a really interesting point.
Nothing wrong with me.
Yeah, it does say Noosa.
Mark Chopper Reed has been remanded in custody and will appear in court again on June 10 when a new chapter in his life will begin. What you've just seen is only part of his story. I'll bring you a full report on the life and crimes of Mark Chopper Reed at a later date.
Now, when Renee Brack joined the team, she had no idea that one...
We're going to have to do a bit more research into Renee Brack because
Yeah.
she is a bit of a badass to
She
ask
is,
those
isn't
questions
she?
to such an intimidating and,
Yeah.
like you said,
She's
like
good at a job.
guy that you can't really take, whether he's serious or joking at times, for her to have kind of cracked a couple stuff.
One of her stories would make headlines on almost 200 television stations across the United States. Now, have a listen to how Hard Copy America introed her first story on Chopper Reed.
You'd have to search far and wide to find the most dangerous man in America, let alone the world. But meet Chopper Reed. A woman faced him down in his hideout on an island off Australia. The real Tasmanian devil.
But there's one scene the Americans didn't see, and neither did viewers in Australia.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a slug in this gun. Now, you got to take my word for it, but there's a slug in this gun. Well, I want one shot to my head,
No.
one shot to Renee's. Are you ready, Renee?
I don't think I want to play.
Are you ready? You don't want to play. Bad luck.
Oh my gosh. I actually would like to check if Renee's still alive.
Do you reckon he's joking? I don't.
He is, but
I don't
like
know
you
whether
said,
I saw.
where's the switch though? Like, where's like with somebody like that, it can very.
Yeah, but do you think
quickly
he put a
be
bullet in, or whether he was just joking? Whether he like did sleight of hand?
I don't think you would have seen anything wrong with having a bullet in. I don't think.
What? He shoots the reporter right there.
Compared to other things he's done, I think we should do a little bit of research on him.
What an interesting guy. Like you said, he's had us kind of like laughing and joking through what like that interview, and then just something like that at the end.
If there's like any documentaries on him or
Wow.
anything like that, I would love.
I would love to
watch
see that.
something
I'm
like
sure there
that.
will be. Let us know if there is a
there
documentary
is.
on Chopper Reed. A very interesting guy, and I'm going to be honest with you, absolutely petrifying.
Really quite
because like you
scary,
don't
yeah.
know where to give or take, and you
Yeah.
wouldn't ever want to get fully close to the point like she did by joking with him and step too
Yeah.
far, because
Yeah.
you don't know what that next step will be. But
I won't want to be in a room with him. No.
a very interesting guy nevertheless. Thank you very much for the recommendations. I see why people told us to check him out. If you do have any more content or if you do have any more content or any more ideas, videos that you want us to check out, let us know in the comment section below. We love watching this kind of content and videos related to Australia, or even if there's something external to Australia that you just want us to check out. But Chopper Reed literally had my jaw on the floor multiple times and then had me laughing. I really can't give a take. What's your verdict?
Crazy, absolutely crazy. I want to just know more about him. So, like I said, the documentaries.
Yeah.
There's some more info. I'd love to know some stories.
Maybe
Or,
watch
like,
the film.
A bit of a timeline on him, like when I imagine he's been a criminal since being like a teenager.
Yeah.
I would love to see a bit of a timeline. But I think that has been us for today in this very different weather that we've experienced today.
I need to go for a lie down. That's just. I don't think I'll sleep tonight.
But we just want to say thank you so much to the brand new members that have joined, and of course the regular members. Without you guys, we couldn't continue all our fabulous little journeys and travels. So thank you so much, and thank you to you guys that are just liking, commenting, watching, and of course subscribing. Remember, it is free to subscribe. So yeah, please do subscribe because it does help us out a lot. Other than that, I think we need a cup of tea. Bye.
I'm all choppered out.